Welcome back, everyone. I am Brian. You were Chords and Notes Nation, and this is another raw, honest, and unedited music reaction. Today, we are going to be listening to Eric Johnson with his song Manhattan. I believe this performance is from a G3 performance way back in the, mid to late 90s, I believe it was, when they first started this. It was Joe Satriani, Steve Vai, and Eric Johnson. And there's been, a revolving door on sometimes the third guitarist or, sometimes a couple of guitarists. But those three were the first three, G3, to go out on tour and just really bring some awesome guitar work to the public. What is the name of the CD? The name of the album that it was off of? I think it was his very first one, and Mariani. I think it's Mariani is the name of the album CD. I want to say that's what it is, and that was from the earlier 90s. But anyways, hey, Eric Johnson. If you guys don't know him, he's Cliffs of Dover was probably his biggest hit, and that got a lot of airplay, and then. But he's a fantastic guitar player who is a virtuoso, but he's not. You'll see. But he doesn't get the name recognition, I think, that a lot of the others do, because he's not all about flash and everything, and he's not always rock and roll either, or metal. But this is a good song. I know this song. It's live in concert. Let's go. You guys ready? Let's go.
We're going to do a tune for you off the new Vita Cell record. This is a thing called Manhattan. Hope you enjoy it.
Or is it off of Via Musicom? That's off of Via Musicom, I think. class of its own. It's very classy. That's probably the word. I was looking for a word. How do I describe Eric Johnson in his playing? It's classy, and he uses a lot more clean tones than distorted. He'll use the distortion when he needs to, like he did with some of the solo. But he's not so overdriven and heavily distorted and rock and roll driven. This had more of kind of like an adult, contemporary, jazz lounge kind of feel, but it wasn't. It's not really jazzy, okay? But it's got a little bit of that feel, and that's because of all the different chord shapes he's using and the different scales and probably some modes in there that I can't even. I'm like, I am totally not in the music theory frame of mind right now. So it was just about listening and enjoying. And it has been a while, quite a while since I've heard this song. But this is always one of those that just, I think I remember the first time I heard that song. It made me take notice of him as a different kind of guitar player than what I was used to. Because at that time I was really into the metal scene, and when it came to virtuosos like Joe Satriani, Steve Vai, Yngwie Malmsteen, those types of players as well. And then along comes Eric Johnson. Now, I discovered him because Alex Lifeson really enjoyed his music, Alex Lifeson from Rush. And so that was back when Rush was still taking bands as opening acts on tour with them. And that would have been the Counterparts tour, I think, 93, 94, right around in there, when they took Eric Johnson on tour with them. And I actually got to see him play live, the one and only time that I got to. So that was, I mean, we're talking like 30 years ago, folks. So, but I'm only 29. Forever. And so, you know, Eric Johnson is one of those that I'd put him up in my top 10 for sure, favorites. Maybe at number 6. But I suppose if I listened to more of his catalog, that may change. It may go higher or drop lower, depending. I have set my top 3 for sure: Jimmy Page, Alex Lifeson, and Chris Oliva. And then, of course, Joe Satriani is in there as 4. Steve Vai, yeah, but I don't know. I really like Martin Barr, who played most of his career with Jethro Tull, just because of all the different textures and sounds and the consistency for sure. There was just something about that. And Steve Vai, to me, he's phenomenal, but he can be a little cocky at times. And to me, that's kind of like, I don't know. I'm kind of quirky that way. So he kind of keeps flip flopping in and out of that top 5. But it's not fair to rate it, I think, because there are so many fantastic guitar players, past, present, and some up and coming ones that will carry that instrument even to higher dimensions in the near future. And it's such an amazing instrument that can create so many different sounds, moods, and atmospheres. And art is truly reflective of the soul of the individual wielding it, you know. So always a great experience listening to Eric. Thank you guys for joining me here today. Please check out the description box below for merchandise, Patreon, all of that other fun stuff. I do appreciate those of you who support the channel, and the best way to support the channel is to like, subscribe, and share. Thank you guys so much. God bless you. Jesus loves you. I will talk to you later.